Hi children, welcome to the Gida School Tupran online classes. Previous video we discussed about the GDP and also we learned that how can be estimated the GDP according to the value added system. Now we are going to next topic, that is changes in the important sectors, value of goods and services, produce and employment of people. This is a concept now we are studying. See now, so far we know how the size of GDP has increased over the years. You know that every year the production of goods and services are increasing. According to the increase in the production of goods and services, a GDP growth rate also increasing. So it is necessary to know that in what way the growth rate of GDP took place. You know that different sectors of an economy are contributing their share to the GDP. Right now, the agri sector began to prosper because the method of farming has changed. That's why the production of food was highly increased. So many people now can take up other activities. So you can see the number of craft persons and traders has increased. Demand for goods and services increased many times, so that production of goods and service also increased many times. As you know that the industrial revolution was happened. Due to the industrial revolution, many new factories came up and they began to use the most modern technology. Because of the most modern technology, the production also highly increased. The large scale production leads to decrease in the price level. So common people also began to use these goods and services at a large level. So the industry sector began to provide more employment opportunities. People from the agri sector now began to shift to industrial sector. And also in industrial sector, shift system took place. More people began to employ in agri sector. This leads to the shift system in a industrial sector. Past 50 years onwards, there was a further shift from industry to service sector. It is happening in developed countries. First of all, I told you the people from the agri sector shifted to industrial sector due to the industrialization. Again, you can see another shift from industrial sector to the service sector. Most of the people began to work in service sector. Let us examine the same shifting system has happened in our country. Here you can see a box. In that box they given that what do service comprises of. See now, first column you can see community, social and personal services. To belong to public administration, defense, education, health, veterinary activities, media, library, archives, museums and other cultural activities. Do you know veterinary activities? The activities relate to animals. Archives means the place where we preserved our traditional things, old things. See next, finance, insurance and real estate. Services of banks, post office savings, accounts, non-bank financial companies, life insurance and general insurance corporation, services of brokers and real estate companies. You know brokers. Everywhere we can see the brokers. They must help us to buy or sell the product. Even animals also. Next you can see trade, hotels, transport and communication. What you observed from this box, whatever it is explained in this box, these all sectors comes under the service sector. Do you understand? Next, see the pie diagram. The pie diagram shows that the share of the different sectors in gross domestic product. First pie diagram showing that 1972-73, in this period, what was the contribution of different economic sectors to the GDP? Second pie diagram shows that during the period of 2015-16, what was the share of the different economic sectors to the GDP? See here you can see multicolors. Each color is showing a particular sector. See, you can see agriculture in a light green color. So 1972-73, the agriculture sector contributed 43% to the GDP. Come to the 2015-16, same color you can see, agriculture sector contribution 19%. That means from 1972-73 to 2015-16, the share of the agriculture sector to the GDP has decreased from 43% to 19%. See next you can see light red color, that's industrial sector. 1972-73, the contribution of the industrial sector 22%. 2015-16, it has increased to 28%. You can see industrial sector, the contribution of the industrial sector has increased from 22% to 28%. Next light blue color you can see, that's the trade, hotels, transport, communication. These sectors contribution to the GDP in 1972-73 15%. Okay, come to the 2015-16, it has increased to 19%. Next you can see finance, insurance, real estate, light yellow color 8%. 1972-73, finance, insurance and real estate has contributed 8% to the GDP. It has increased in 2015-16 as 22%. One more you can see community, social, personal service. Its contribution to GDP in 1972-73 was 12%. In 2015-16, you can see there is no change in the contribution of community, social, personal service, same 12%. What do you observe from this pie diagram? Within the 43 years, the agriculture sector has fallen drastically. That means the contribution of the agriculture sector comes down very badly, and other sectors got tremendous increase in their share to the GDP. Tremendous means high level increase. That was the observation you can get from these pie diagrams. Okay, dear children, now see that the gross domestic product of a country has a close relationship with the total number of working people in the country. See, the working population of the country is closely related to the GDP. In every country, the population increases. According to the increase in the population, the working class also will increase. One more thing, according to the increase in the population, it is highly necessary to provide the employment opportunities to them. According to the Census of India 2011, Out of 10 million persons in India, 460 million people are workers. That means 460 million people are engaged in different productive activities. See the table. In this table, we can see how people are engaged in different activities. There are rural and urban areas as well as male and female. They are classified as per the rural urban areas as well as male and female. See now, agri sector in rural area, 67% of people depend upon agri sector. Do you understand? Rural area, 67% of people are working in the agri sector. Urban area, it is only 9%. In that, 44% male and 63% female are working in the agri sector. So from this table you can understand, in rural area, most of the people are working in the agri sector. As well as when we compare to male and female, more female population we can see in the agri sector. Come to the industry sector. 16% of people in rural area are working in the industry sector. In urban area, it is 31%. In that, 26% are from male and 20% from female. Here also you can see, in urban area, most of the people are working in the industry sector. Male, female, you can see more male members are working in the industry sector. Next, come to the service sector. Rural area, only 17% of people are working in the service sector. Urban area, it is 60%. Male 30%, female 17%. Here what you are observed, in rural area, most of the people are working in agri sector. In urban area, most of the people are working in the service sector. Isn't it not? And also, from male female class, most of the male members, that means 30% of male are working in the agri sector. Working in the service sector, 30%. But 63% female workers are working in the agri sector. So you can see, in agri sector domination, female domination in agri sector and male domination in the service sector. Dear children, from this table, you can learn that there has been a change in the share of the three sectors in GDP, but a similar shift has not taken place in employment. Do you understand? The share of the GDP shifted from agri sector to other sectors. That means the share of the agri sector decreased and other sectors increased. But the employment, shift in employment doesn't happen same way. That means still now the agri sector become the largest employer in our country. Okay children, here I am stopping our video. Next video I will continue the next topic. It is how the employment shifted to other sectors. That means the shift of the employment from agri sector to other sectors. Okay children, thank you.